Just seeing how this is it's getting to the point where not a day goes by there's not some type of, I don't know, but seeing that 8 children ranging from the age of 1 to 14 all lost their life today in what they're calling a domestic violence situation where the shooter ends up eliminating himself as well. I don't know the ins and outs, but I will say this: mental health in this country is still not taken seriously. As a mental health professional myself, I will stand to the highest building and scream it. Men do not take their mental health serious. Men do not feel comfortable speaking on mental health. Now, I'm not condoning the evil that was placed in this man's heart to eliminate these 8 babies. But I will say that it gets to a point where when you see mass casualty after mass casualty involving men, in the back of your mind, you have to wonder, like, at some point, did he have an opportunity to speak on some things that were bothering him? Maybe she didn't want to be with him no more. How did he process that? How did he understand what it meant to be separated from his family, or not knowing how his kids were being used in a manner that made him feel like he was doing something wrong? I don't know. I'm just throwing things out there. But to know that you have all of these kids gone because they were a part of something that he wasn't coherent, he wasn't able to be empathetic to the kids. Because if he was, we wouldn't be talking about it. You wouldn't have to see, like, okay, after 1 kid, 2, 3, but for this to happen to all 8 of them, at that point, he's completely checked out. He's completely checked out. There's nothing that you could have said to him. There's nothing that nobody could have done to stop him from doing what he was going to do. And I get so lost for words in situations like this because you see it, you become numb, and you feel bad for becoming numb to stuff like this that shouldn't be normal. You shouldn't feel like this is just another day in the world. And then the sad part, what's even worse, is that we will never know what these babies would have grew up to become. We would have never known what legacy or impact they would have had on this world. And to make matters worse, we have people asking about the race. We have people asking about the ethnicity of the shooter. Why does that matter? We have become so divided in this country and so struck on color that we will completely not focus on the loss of life, but instead, who was the person who created the loss of life, and not those that lost their life. I don't know, man. It's disheartening. Rest in peace to those babies who lost their life. And I believe the mother, or there may be someone else that lost their life. But domestic violence, mental health, Child Abuse Awareness Month. This is April, Child Abuse Awareness Month. All these things are impactful. All these things go undervalued. And I didn't want to speak on something like this, but it gets to a point where we all have to be more mindful of our surroundings. When somebody looks like they need to talk to somebody, it doesn't matter if you don't know them or not. lend your ear to them. That could save somebody's life. That could potentially stop them from taking somebody else's. So rest in peace to those babies that lost their life.